Hi everyone. As you can see, I'm back in my home office today. My daughter had her first communion over the weekend. We have family in town, and so I thought it would just be easier if I brought everything from my studio back to my home office and did this week's video from home. You can tell I tried to color coordinate my books in my office. That way it had this beautiful, color effect on my cabinet. But after I did that once, you can see I started taking down all of these books and I was reading them, and then they got put back in new places. The moral of that long story is that I'm going to have to rearrange all of that at some point. But I'm going to save that for a staging your home to sell video. So that'll be coming up in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for that, okay? Keep an eye. So today I'm going to talk about how you get into the house of your dreams without having to sell your current home first. What? I know, it sounds crazy, but hear me out. So one of the challenges that my buyers face right now, especially in this market, is buying the new house while their equity and their cash is locked up in their current home. Not a lot of lenders will do what's called a bridge loan, which will allow you to do that transition easily. Now, I've researched and found a vendor who does in fact do those types of loans, and it's a technology company called Knock. They are not a sponsor of this video, okay? This was a company that I investigated for myself because my husband and I were looking to move closer to our children's school. And we know how much our current home had appreciated in the 5 years since we purchased it. And we would want to use the money in this house to be able to put a substantial down payment on the next house, okay? So I called all of my lender friends and said, hey, I'm looking to buy a different house, move closer to my kids' school, and I want to know if you have a product, a mortgage product, that will allow me to bridge the difference between buying the new home and selling this home. I didn't want to be forced to sell, number one. Number two, I didn't want to have to manage the timing of the closings. I didn't want to sell my current house and be on a lease back. I wanted to be able to take my time to sell the existing property and also to have it vacant so that it's much easier to sell a home when it's vacant or minimally staged versus when you're trying to live in it and you have, your kids and you have your family pets. None of my lenders had any mortgage product that fit my needs, okay? In the mega brain of Google and Facebook, I started getting these ads right through my Facebook feed, and one of them was this company called Knock. And so that's the program I'm going to talk with you today. Okay, so the first step when using this program is to get pre-approved. Now, what does that mean? It means that you go through the entire pre-approval process with Knock. Knock is a lender, okay? You have to submit your credit report, you have to show all of your assets, including the assets of your house, okay? And once you get pre-approved for that loan, the new loan, whatever it may be, if you're moving up or you're moving down, okay, Knock will give you your pre-approval letter. The beautiful thing about this pre-approval letter is that you've already basically been through the underwriting process, number one. And number two, you don't need to write an offer with a contingency on the sale of your existing home. How they do that by creating a purchase agreement for your home. They agree to buy your home if it doesn't sell on the open market. Okay, so you have a minimum threshold that you know your house will sell for if you use their home buying process. The loan origination fee is $1,700. Okay, that's a flat fee. Doesn't matter on the size of the loan. Okay, your loan origination fee is $1,700 during that process. However, there is an additional convenience fee that they charge when you close on the purchase of the new home. And that is a 1.25% purchase fee. All right. So if you are buying a $100,000 house, I need easy round numbers. Okay. If you're buying a $100,000 house, you have this 1.25 convenience fee. That basically means that you're paying $1,225, right? No, $1,250 for every $100,000 of home that you're buying, okay? That's going to be the convenience fee to use this program. Okay, so now that you've been pre-approved for the new loan, you understand what the fees are associated with this new loan product. Now you go out with somebody like me to go and search for that new home, right? And you can check out my other videos on how to write winning offers. I take a look at the market and say, this is the offer. This is how I would structure an offer in this market to write the winning offer. One of the ways that we write the winning offer is by not having to put that contingency onto the contract. You can just write it as a conventional loan, 80-20, all of that jazz, okay? You buy the new house, you close on the new house, you move into the new house. Now, while you prepare the old house and have it listed for sale, you're only going to pay one mortgage. You're going to pay the mortgage from the new house. So you put it up there, you move in, you start living, and then you go and you market your new house, list it for sale, and get that bad boy sold for top dollar. Now, one of the ways that NOC can help guarantee that you sell your home for top dollar is that they will make available up to $25,000 to get your home ready to sell. You can use that $25,000 in any way, shape, or form. If you want to install new carpets, get new paint, maybe put new granite countertops if that's something that your real estate agent would advise would bring value. Okay, you can use it for staging the home. All of those things that help your home sell faster and for top dollar. Now, this doesn't come for free, right? They're just not giving you $25,000. Of course, that amount is coming out of the equity in your home that you have already. All right. So once all is said and done, it'll be one of the things that's deducted out of your closing costs that helped you cover that difference between now and the new house. So let's talk about this mortgage pre-imbursement. That's what they call it. And that's basically where NOC will take money from your home equity advance loan in order to cover the costs of your old mortgage. That's how they cover the mortgage payments for your existing home while it's for sale, so that you're only paying one mortgage after you close on the new home. I think one of the major concerns that homeowners might have is whether or not their existing home is going to sell. If your home qualifies for the program, you can pretty much guarantee that the home is going to sell, because NOC comes in and gives a bare minimum sales price for you that you can then use at the end, okay? If your home doesn't sell within that 6 months. Optimally, you will list your home on the open market and sell it at an open market rate. Cynthia, which homes qualify for the program? That's a really great question. Almost all homes will qualify, including townhomes and condos. The only thing that will exclude them from qualification is if they are in a 55 plus community, if there is significant water or foundation damage, if the property is a distressed or REO home, those things will not qualify for this particular program. If you visit the NOC website, and I'll put a link down below, you'll see all of these questions and answers on their page and all of this information, okay? NOC says that they have competitive rates. And yeah, okay, they are a lender and they are there to make money through interest rates, all right? And what they are offering is unique. There's only one or two other programs that I have run across that are available here in the Fort Bend area or in the Houston area in general, all right? But when I look at their interest rates, they are on the higher side. So if you're somebody that's coming in with a VA loan or a VLB loan, you're not necessarily going to have the same competitive rates that NOC offers. All right. So that is one major disadvantage of this program. And it would be up to you and your own personal situation to decide whether or not the pros outweigh the cons. All right. So when I took a look at this, interest rates were hovering about, I would say they were about 3.75, right? It was before the Fed had done their interest rate hike. And the interest rate that I was quoted with NOC was 4.75. That was enough for me to go, And the other one to take into account is the 1.25% convenience fee. So if you're paying $1,250 for every $100,000, somebody do the math for me. I can't do that math. If you're closing on a $600,000 home, that's going to be a $7,500 convenience fee, $7,500 on top of your $1,700 mortgage loan origination fee and any escrow fees associated with the cost of closing, okay? So it doesn't come free and it doesn't come cheap, but what it does offer is a convenience for those of you that may have purchased their property 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, and are ready to move up or better to a different neighborhood or just the right home for your current life. But then you at least have an idea once you've gone through their home loan application process, you'll know exactly where you stand with regards to the amount of equity you have in your existing house and how powerful of an offer you can write on the new one. So, what do you think of this program, NOC? Do you think that would be helpful for you and for your family? Would you be interested to hear about other competitor programs to that so that you know and understand what your choices are? If so, comment below. My name is Cynthia Contreras. I'm from the Houston, Texas home team. I'm preparing my catchphrase. It will be here at some point in the future. But until then, be sure you hit subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you next Monday at 9. Bye. Somebody is driving into my driveway right now, and I want to know why.